Ready, clear from the front. Stand by. They're off. For the Sky Bet Ebor of 2025, Enemy in the blue and orange missed the break. Yashin with a yellow cap was also slow to stride. From wide draws, Mr. Percy in the double green, and French Master with a red cap are taking a while to track over and get a position as they move through the first furlong. Al Mosher is the first one to show up, the gold cap, to Queenstown in the dark blue. And then ascending in a striped jacket, still in rear, French Master is very wide. Mr. Percy has crossed over to join the others. The free sweating One Smooth Operator is handy down at the running rail as they link up with the round course at the end of 2.5 furlongs. Queenstown, the dark blue. Majestic Warrior, striped cap goes prominent, ascending between them. Al Mosher drifting back into fourth just ahead of One Smooth Operator. Then the first of the grey, Shadow Dance. French Master now beginning to work over to join the leading line with the red cap. Fleetfoot in a white jacket is just in behind him, and French Master's come right across in front of the field as they go through the first half mile. So French Master and Rab Havlin striding on by a couple lengths to Queenstown, Majestic Warrior. Then ascending Al Mosher the rail to Fleetfoot, Hip Hop de Loire in the blue and yellow. Ethical Diamond wide, One Smooth Operator right down at the fence, followed by Enemy, then Kerhava. Roaring Legend is tracking another grey, Shadow Dance in midfield. Siege of Troy in a claret jacket is also in mid-division. Then Mr. Percy in the double green to Kerhava, the yellow sleeves. Yashin in a pink sleeve jacket is down at the running rail, just in advance of one for the gutter, and Stress Free in the light blue. London City, Subsequent, and Charlotte are towards the rear of the field as French Master brings them back towards the halfway point and beyond in the Sky Bet Ebor. French Master into the turn to Queenstown on the inner of Majestic Warrior. Then ascending, Al Mosher the rail. Fleetfoot out wide to Hip Hop de Loire. Slipstreamed in turn by Ethical Diamond. One Smooth Operator, the stripe cap up the running rail. Then Siege of Troy to Enemy. Real Dream in the black and yellow ahead of the grey, Shadow Dance. Further back to Yashin and Roaring Legend to Kerhava and Mr. Percy, and one for the gutter and Stress Free. Then London City, Subsequent, and Charlotte in the red and green is the last in line for home as French Master brings them inside the last half mile. They begin to cluster on his tail, however. Majestic Warrior under the fence, ascending has got to the rail. Fleetfoot hard up against the rail. Ethical Diamond, pink cap looking for a way through. On the right, the grey Shadow Dance. Enemy in the blue and orange is coming through. Al Mosher, the gold cap, is boxing on. Kerhava has switched to the centre. Inside the last quarter mile, Shadow Dance pokes his grey nose in front. Under the rail, ascending. Majestic Warrior, Queenstown, the dark blue. Ethical Diamond burrowing through under the fence under Will Buick in the white and pink, and it's Ethical Diamond who struck the front inside the furlong, pursued by ascending Queenstown, running on late, Stress Free, but it's Ethical Diamond. Buick, the diamond in the Ebor pack. Ethical Diamond beats ascending Queenstown, Stress Free, Hip Hop de Loire, Real Dream, Kerhava, and Majestic Warrior.
Sixth winner of the week for William Buick. He has won the Ebor on board Ethical Diamond. And we were saying yesterday, whenever you get the call up from Willie Mullins in a race like this, you think you've got a pretty good chance.
Of course. And he won the Duke of Edinburgh so well, you know. So anytime Willie asks you to ride a horse, you're grateful for the call up, and they don't come over for the fun of it.
Talk about the trip that you had.
Had a good trip. Had a wide draw. We were never gonna fight to get in or do anything spectacular. We accepted it. You know, Willie said just stay out there and let him get in his rhythm. Don't take him out of his rhythm. And then if you get a tail to follow, great. Which we did after, you know, a few furlongs. Comfortable throughout the whole race really. And you know, he's got that sort of killer turn of foot, which you know, put him apart with the rest of the others today.
Yeah, I mean, he was totally dominant in the end. It's clearly a dream of Willie Mullins to win the Melbourne Cup. He looks to have the blend that you need for that. Would that be fair?
Yeah, he does. I don't know what his plans are, but I think any Ebor winner with pace like he has would have to be considered, of course. But like I said, I'm not sure what his immediate plans are. I think today was a big one. So yeah.
And I know it's not over yet. Your reflection of the week, 6 winners. I mean, it's pretty good with the Group 1 as well.
Good week, yeah. And you know, obviously some great performances amongst it, which is so important. So you know, I went into the week with very nice rides and hoped we could do well. And look, we've got a few races left, so no. It's always great when it works out.
Absolutely. There could yet be more. Well done.
Thanks, Lydia.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's the third time that Willie Mullins has stood in this winners' enclosure after winning the Ebor, and twice in 3 years as well. Last time with Absurde 2 years ago in the same colours as this horse, Ethical Diamond.
Yes, yeah. And they're Mrs. Margaret Heffernan's grandchildren, HOS, Heffernan, O'Brien and Slattery. And so Margaret and Andrew were here today, which is fantastic, so delighted for them.
I was saying that you must have been on pretty good terms with yourself throughout the race, so we'll have to go back and watch it again because of the screen. But you could still see him going through smoothly through the race.
I could see him moving well, and I thought, just before the gap opened up from before William sent him through, I thought, ooh, are we in trouble here? But anyone watching with binoculars or on a TV, they could see that he was fine. He was going very well. And William said to me after the race that it was just copybook. He said he popped out, settled, he was always in the right position, just wanting to go forward enough without being too keen, which has been his problem before. And when he just said go, he said that was it. He said unless something came out of the clouds, he was going to win.
It was really authoritative. What's been the key to him, and why is he putting it all together here?
I think just settling him and probably better ground. I think he wants this better ground. A lot of the flat trainers tell me those horses want softer ground. Maybe the flat guys want that, but it suits him better. And just settling him and getting him to use his tactical speed at the right end of the race instead of early on in the race.
You mentioned the tactical speed. I was thinking that malleable speed that he has and the stamina would make him perfect at the Melbourne Cup, but there's a very, very good reason I understand why you wouldn't even try.
He won't pass the protocols, the veterinary protocols. He had a little fracture last year and we put a screw in, and horses with screws aren't allowed to run in Melbourne, so that's fair. At least we know where we're going before we leave, and get down there and find out, you shouldn't have come, but they're their rules and they're there for a reason. So, but so far he's been very good and sound for us, except for that one little mishap.
Do you have a team for Melbourne?
Well, Absurde is there. We might give him another run. He was third the other day in the Curragh. I've been a little disappointed with it. So I think we'll run him again, but he's the one I'd love to bring.
Okay. And this guy, Ethical Diamond, then, if Melbourne is out, what are you thinking that you might be able to do with him?
Whether the Sarwich is too far, but maybe we'll just up and grade and go for a Group 2 or Group 3 or something. We have to look along those lines, I think. I'd love to get some proper black type on him.
And you're in the winners' enclosure. Henry de Bromhead is in second place. It's like Cheltenham or Aintree, so here in York.
These staying races in England, I suppose jump trainers have a little advantage for those, but that's the way it is and the way it's always been, I suppose.
Yeah.
We probably travel a lot more now than jump trainers used to back in the day, so it's getting more of a stamina flavour to it.
And now that he's won this Ethical Diamond, will we see him back over hurdles at all? Or?
I think ground is one of the other factors that, as I said earlier on, so I could pick a nice juicy handicap somewhere for him.
Well, many congratulations, Willie. It's great to see you in the winners' enclosure. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.